Now joined by one of the GeneralSports.com athletes of the week, it's Michael Kutsanzira of the men's soccer team. Michael, coming off another strong week, 3 goals for you in a couple of ODAC games. Just talk us about last week.
Yeah, we needed 2 W's really last week. After the Emory draw, we didn't really quite play well, but we knew coming into the week that we needed 2 wins, and I'm just happy to have contributed something towards that.
Over the last, handful of games, whether it be at home, part of this still unbeaten streak, you guys have also played, for the most part, pretty well defensively, haven't conceded too many goals throughout that process as well. The offense has been clicking. What has been the biggest key of just kind of, as you guys start to find your rhythm here in the thick of conference play?
I think, when the season started, we had a couple guys who were not fully fit, but now we're having more people healthy, which is really nice, and those people are stepping up, and also the freshmen that came in, they've been doing well recently. So I think it was just a slow start, but we've been working hard, to figure it out. Defensively, I think our defenders have really done a great job, and as a team at large, I think we've just focused more on it, and it's nice to see that we're improving.
Obviously, Coach Singleton has a history of playing lots of guys and not being afraid to rotate plenty of people in, and throughout the last couple games as well. You've seen big contributions from some of the guys that have come off the bench as well. Just kind of talk a little bit more about the depth this team has and the ability for guys to just plug and play, whether it be, hey, we need you for 10 minutes here at the end of the first half to finish strong, and just the ability to just turn to so many different people, whether it be offensively or defensively.
Yeah, big shout out to my teammates. I think it's just different from the first few weeks. I guess we need to get into the rhythm of things, but as I said, people have been stepping up and doing well. We know what we're trying to do as a team, and if everybody comes and does their job, and everything is working nicely now. So I think it's due part to the commitment of my teammates and the coach, of course, the coaching staff. So big shout out to both those.
2 more conference games this week, a Wednesday night game against Roanoke, and then home on Saturday against Hampton-Sydney. What's kind of the mindset as you get thicker into conference play, and from pretty much here through the end of October, it's what can you guys do to put yourself in a good position come conference tournament time, and how do you get that going with 2 more games this week?
Yeah, those are 2 really good games. I think Roanoke's probably our biggest opponent in the ODAC after Lynchburg. It's always a tough game against them. I'm excited to be able to play them again. Hampton-Sydney, I haven't really played much against them due to COVID and other stuff, but they've always been a strong opponent in the conference, so that should be exciting as well. There isn't really a lot to talk about. We just gotta go out and try and get 2 wins out of 2.
Well, he's Michael Kutsanzira, the men's soccer team, and one of our GeneralSports.com athletes of the week. Michael, thanks so much for joining us, and best of luck this week. Now joined by one of the GeneralSports.com athletes of the week, it's An Shelmire of the women's golf team. And not this past weekend, the weekend before, you guys competed at the NCAA Fall Preview. You had a strong final round, 1/71, to come back and win the individual title. Team also placed 3rd at the event. Just to kind of take us through that weekend and kind of the back 9 of the second round, and just kind of what was going through your head knowing you were up by the lead as well.
Right, so that whole tournament, they changed the format of scoring, and usually before it's a written scorecard, but this tournament was on the phone online. So if you were keeping track of your score online, you could also see the leaderboard for the entire tournament, and making the turn, I was thinking I think I was 1 under or something on the back, or even. I remember turning the corner and I was like, I could be pretty close to the leaderboard, so I checked it and I was tied for 4th at the time. And I was like, oh, okay, this might be something for real. And so I kept playing. I think I just kept parring, and I think I had a couple bogeys, but I bounced back with a birdie, and then I rounded off to 16, and it turns out I was tied for 2nd, 1 stroke off the lead, and 16, 17, 18 are the hardest holes on the course in my opinion. So luckily I was able to par out every hole, and the person ahead of me bogeyed out, so I claimed the first place spot last minute.
So just kind of, what was that feeling like? I mean, obviously you kind of backed your way into it, but you had to still play strong down that final stretch. And having that leaderboard, as you mentioned, something that's kind of a bit different, was that like in the back of your mind the whole time? Like, hey, like I know I have to focus on what I'm doing, but like I'm also thinking about what other people are doing? Or did you try and not let that kind of get to you?
Right, so kind of my mentality finishing out is just make a good swing, and that good swing will lead to a good result and eventually a good score. So I think going on to 16, 17, 18, I was thinking, okay, get the driver in the fairway, then get it on the green, then get the putt closest to the hole, and then tap out. And 18, I actually went into 2 different bunkers, so I was in a very different mentality. I was thinking just get it up on the green and try and make it in, and I made a 4-footer sand save, so that was great.
And then as a team, you guys placed 3rd. As a result, you moved up to number 6 in the national rankings. You guys competed again this past weekend. You finished 12th individually. Your team also finished 3rd this weekend. Just kind of, where's the momentum at with this team, and kind of how you guys feel like you're playing here with a few tournaments still to play in the fall?
I think one of the most important parts of this team is that we really are super supportive of each other. Whether one person has a bad couple rounds, we're still there to keep each other's backs. And that kind of team dynamic just shows, and we just perform even better and better, and we're breaking records left and right, and it's just a testament to the team dynamic of who's traveling.
So next competition is in a couple of weeks here in Lexington. Southern Virginia hosts you at the Country Club. Following that, one more competition left in the fall swing. What are you guys trying to take out of these last few tournaments and then kind of bottle that up over the winter to then use in the spring?
I think we're just trying to go out, do our best, but also have fun. I think that's a big part of this team, is if we have fun and enjoy what we're doing, we're able to produce really low rounds, and I think we're trying to do that at the Lexington course and also at the Golf Week D3 tournament down in Destin.
She's An Shelmire, the women's golf team, and one of our GeneralSports.com athletes of the week. And thanks for joining us, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.